to and applauded him and gave him a high five. And we high-fived each other. And Jalen said, "You caught your first."
This was courtroom footage of TK's ex turning on him to get a lighter sentence. At that moment, everyone realized the true depth and coldness of the murder. What wasn't known then was that surveillance footage tied TK directly to the crime. That video released during the trial is what we're breaking down. It's damning surveillance that places TK at the scene. The footage captures a black car pulling into a Chick-fil-A parking lot. Things escalate fast. The victim, Mark Anthony Salivar, clings to the car's hood, fighting to stay on. But the attackers throw him off. The car speeds away, leaving Salivar's body behind. The footage was enhanced by Nashville's Regional Organized Crime Center, making every moment clear. CPD released it, showing TK driving off calmly. But the video told a harsher story. The jury saw it, and it played a key role in TK's conviction. It gave a brutal visual of what led to Salivar's death. No defense could deny what the tape showed. It became the prosecution's strongest evidence. One thing's clear. None of this might have surfaced if TK hadn't essentially outed himself. Let's rewind to 2017. While TK's music blew up, his legal problems worsened. The rapper who turned fugitive status into a hit had to face the law with no filters. There was no reset button for victims' families. No award could undo their loss. TK's biggest charge came from a July 2016 home invasion in Mansfield, where 21-year-old Ethan Walker died. Though TK didn't fire the shot, Texas law says all participants can face murder charges. When trial began in July 2019, prosecutors laid it out like a street doc. They said TK helped plan and carry out the robbery that led to Walker's death. Evidence showed the crew, including Megan Holt and Ariana Barra, targeted the house for drugs and money. Key point in the case: the judge allowed the race and its video as evidence. Prosecutors said TK's lyrics and visuals showed no remorse and that he was mocking the system. It raised concerns about using rap lyrics as courtroom confessions. After the guilty verdict, TK faced 5 to 99 years or life. The DA pushed hard on the crime's severity and TK's lack of remorse, pointing to the race as glorifying his fugitive run. In July 2019, TK was sentenced to 55 years for murder, plus 30 years for aggravated robbery, and 13 years for 2 other robberies, all concurrent. He was also fined $21,000, but the Mansfield case was just one part of TK's legal troubles. While on the run in 2017, he allegedly killed 23-year-old photographer Mark Anthony Salivar in San Antonio. This case would drag on, but the details revealed were dark. According to state witnesses, Salivar's killing was especially brutal. TK allegedly lured him under the guise of a photo shoot, then robbed and killed him in the Chick-fil-A lot. The key witness, Joanna Reyes, said she was TK's girlfriend at the time. In court, she described how a simple meetup turned deadly.
We were at McCullough, and Tamar took out his gun and she didn't have one, and asked for his bag. And I refused to give him the bag. So they all started hitting him.
She described how the situation escalated, with the most chilling part of her testimony focusing on the aftermath. She claimed McIntyre's associate actually celebrated the killing. McIntyre's defense team aggressively challenged Reyes's credibility, noting that she received a favorable deal: 10 years. Probation for a reduced charge of tampering with evidence in return for her testimony. They argued this gave her strong incentive to testify regardless of the truth. Although McIntyre initially faced capital murder charges in the Salivar case, he took a plea deal in February 2024 and opted to go to trial. His defense criticized the police work, claiming it relied too much on questionable witness accounts. Still, in April 2025, McIntyre was found guilty of murder, though not capital murder, and was sentenced to 80 years. The courtroom was tense as the verdict was read.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Tamar McIntyre, not guilty of the offense of capital murder.
The announcement sparked an outburst from someone in the courtroom, prompting the judge to immediately shut it down.
No, out of the courtroom. Out of the courtroom now.
The judge then clarified that although McIntyre was acquitted of capital murder, he was still convicted of standard murder.
So it says, we the jury find the defendant, Tamar McIntyre, not guilty of the offense of capital murder as charged in the indictment. We the jury find the defendant, Tamar McIntyre, guilty of the lesser included offense of murder.
Under Texas law, McIntyre must serve at least half of his 80-year sentence before parole eligibility. As of April 2025, he had about 5.7 years of credit, 277 days served beyond his murder charges. Even while locked up, McIntyre kept catching cases. In August 2018, guards found a burner phone hidden in his sock, landing him a contraband charge. That violation got him shipped to a max security unit and thrown in solitary. His co-defendants in the Mansfield murder case received varied sentences. Letharian Merritt, the triggerman in Ethan Walker's killing, got life without parole. Sean Robinson received 40 years, Jalen Bell got 30, and Ariana Barat got 25. Megan Holt and a minor were also sentenced. What stung most was that McIntyre had real talent and a future until he threw it away chasing infamy. Born June 16, 2000. In Long Beach, California, Tamora McIntyre bounced between Cali and Nevada before his family settled in DFW when he was about 10. Like many, he had dreams bigger than his situation. He dropped out of high school in 9th grade to pursue rap full-time. At 14, he co-founded the Daytona Boys with Pimp Eyes and Santana Sage, dropping their first SoundCloud track, Drift. In December 2014, he also released his solo debut Tuesday, 6:17 p.m. I Don't Sell Molly. They hustled hard locally, but weren't blowing upstream. Counts were weak. Bookings sparse, and buzz limited. But McIntyre's big break didn't come from a mixtape, came from real-world violence. His first serious legal scare was in January 2016 when his associate, Demetrius Johnson, shot a college student, Sarah Much Lechner. After a road rage incident, witnesses said McIntyre's crew was harassing her before the shooting. Johnson got 44 years. McIntyre walked. A close call that should have changed him but didn't. By July 2016, he was part of a home invasion in Mansfield targeting drugs and money. He was just 16 but already deep in the game. The hit, allegedly planned with Megan Holt and Ariana Barat, turned deadly. Ethan Walker was killed, and another man, Zachary Balot, was wounded. Though McIntyre didn't fire the fatal shot under Texas law, he still faced murder charges. Initially treated as a juvenile, he was placed on house arrest with an ankle monitor in January 2017. Rather than reflect, McIntyre decided to run. On March 27, 2017, he cut his monitor and tweeted his escape. "This house arrest S. They're gonna have to catch me in the hood." That move kicked off a 3-month fugitive run, ironically catapulted his rap career. Instead of laying low, McIntyre allegedly stayed active in crime. In April 2017, he was linked to the killing of photographer Mark Anthony Salivar. The next month, he was accused of assaulting and robbing 65-year-old Oni Skip Pepe, though his defense later produced an alibi. Then came the move that made him infamous. While hiding in Elizabeth, New Jersey, McIntyre recorded the race, rapping about his fugitive life. With bars like, "I was trying to beat a case, but I ain't beat that case. B, I did the race." He dropped it the same day U.S. Marshals caught him, June 30, 2017. The video, showing him with guns next to his own wanted poster, went viral. The race debuted at number 70 on the Billboard Hot 100 and climbed to number 44. The song earned RIAA platinum status and spawned remixes from 21 Savage, Lil Yachty, and Fetty Wap. Its raw, real-time storytelling shocked the culture. As Sean Cotton of Say Cheese TV put it, "It's real. Everything he's saying happened." Even behind bars, McIntyre's team dropped the Santana World mixtape, which charted on the Billboard 200. Tracks like "I Love My Choppa" and "Murder She" wrote pushed his violent image. In 2017, he reportedly signed a $600,000, $700,000 deal with 88 Classic and RCA. His guest spot on No Jumper's Hard helped that track chart, and he was even considered for XXL's 2018 freshman list. But the fame clashed with reality. While fans streamed his tracks, victims' families mourned. What made McIntyre's rise so twisted was that it wasn't despite the violence, it was because of it. The race wasn't a defense, it was a brag. In the social media era, crime became clout, and clout became currency. But now, he's paying the price. McIntyre's story isn't unique in hip-hop. The self-snitching curse haunts many rappers. Keeping it 100 is the culture, but some artists expose real crimes in bars that become evidence. Lil Durk, for instance, has seen lyrics from tracks like Third Person and What Happened to Virgil's cited in legal contexts. In 2024, Durk was indicted in a federal murder-for-hire case, another example of how street bars can turn into courtroom traps.